Hey everyone, Mark Hart here from Memphis Investment Properties. And today we're going to talk about what is the benefit of buying a fully renovated house as opposed to buying a property with some deferred maintenance at a discount. So number one benefit to buying a newly renovated turnkey property is that you really only have one chance or one shot to wrap all of those renovation costs into the mortgage. So most of our investors are going to be taking a 20% down 30-year fixed conventional mortgage. And so the benefit of that is we want to wrap as much of that renovation cost into that mortgage as humanly possible. So that's why it's our goal to put on a new 30-year architectural shingle roof, brand new HVAC system, new water heaters, rip up the carpet, put in hard surface floors, update the electrical panel from fuse boxes to circuit breakers, and so on and so forth. So we only have that one chance for you to pay 20% of all of those costs because you're going to get a mortgage for the other 80%. And ultimately speaking, who's going to pay for that mortgage? Well, it's going to be the tenant because the rent is going to cover the mortgage and the mortgage is going to be making up 80% of those costs. So it'll actually save you money in the long run because now you're going to have less maintenance expenses, less ongoing maintenance charges on a monthly basis. So that goes into our next point, which is the tenants love it. A quality tenant is going to walk up to a house that sees a 20-year-old roof and an older HVAC system, and they may pass on the home because at the end of the day, all they want is a clean and safe place for someone to raise a family. And so then they'll walk into one of our houses where they'll see that there is that new roof, new HVAC, and all they really want is for when it rains, for it not to leak, for when it's summer outside and it's warm, for the AC to actually work. And the least amount of maintenance requests that you can have on a property, the better. Because ultimately speaking, you don't want to bother the tenants. It's just a nuisance for them to have to call in and put in a request. So if we can limit all those maintenance requests and just increase the probability that the house just functions and actually works, it's going to create a happier tenant. And ultimately speaking, that's probably one of the biggest risks of investing in real estate is that tenant. Because the happier they are, the more likely they are to pay rent on time and take good care of the property, then the happier you're going to be as that investor, resulting in less vacancy and less maintenance, which is going to give you more cash flow. So all in all, you really only have one chance to wrap those expenses into your mortgage, and that will all create a happier tenant on the back end. So if you put those two together, that's kind of the recipe for success. And that's why we perform such high quality renovations day one on our turnkey rental properties. With that said, the goal is also to get some equity day one. Just because you're getting a newly renovated property doesn't mean you can't get it for a discount. So on average, our properties for 2020 have about $2,300 in equity day one. Which means that the appraisals come in over value, over sales price, $2,300 on average. So that's huge. That means you get the best of both worlds. You get a newly renovated property. You got to wrap the expenses in day one to the mortgage. The tenant's going to be a huge fan, and you got a little bit of a discount. So hope that answers your questions, and you can see the value of getting that newly renovated house. Please hit the subscribe button, and have a great day.